This is a very difficult situation, a very tragic situation. About 9:30 last night, at a family gathering, 3-year-old was struck by gunfire and died from his wounds. His 7-year-old sister grazed by gunfire and will survive. Police response was very swift. Police were on scene very quickly. Commissioner Gamalia will give more information about the police response. The gunfire was not related to the family gathering. It was a hot night. There were a lot of people out on Domitian, a lot of people that were out that were not connected to the family gathering. 2 children out with their family. 3-year-old riding his tricycle, having fun with members of his family on a hot summer night. His 7-year-old big sister right by his side, and out of nowhere, gunfire erupts, and the children are struck by gunfire. I'm going to, in a moment, turn things over to our police commissioner and to District Attorney Kane. But I know the question that comes up is, how do you feel about what occurred, Mayor? Well, I'm heartbroken by what occurred. And I think all of us are sick and tired of standing up and announcing situations like this to the community. I will tell you that it is additionally heartbreaking that the mom of these 2 children are known to some of us. She is a strong woman. She is a woman that is active in the community. She is a member of the most valuable parents organization, and she is out consistently working with other families, working with children, trying to keep families safe, trying to keep children in our community safe, and this happens to her children. So I'm heartbroken today. I'm a little out of sorts today. I'll be very honest about that. The guns have to be put down. There's no reason for all of these illegal weapons to be on the streets. And I've said this before, I'll say it again, to 50% of the lawmakers in Washington, D.C., who don't seem to have any care or concern for human life, because this is happening all over the United States of America, in urban communities, in suburban communities, and rural communities. There are too many illegal guns on the streets of the United States of America, and something could be done about it in a heartbeat if 50% of the lawmakers in Washington, D.C. didn't value the gun lobby over human life. So this is a difficult day for all of us. This is a painful day for all of us. And we're asking the community for their continued cooperation. The community has been very hopeful to the Buffalo Police Department. A lot of information has come in. We need more information to come in so that we can make sure that the person or persons responsible for this are arrested and brought to justice. I will say finally that there were 2 persons of interest that were interviewed last night by the Buffalo Police. So a great deal of progress is being made on this investigation. And while I am happy about the progress, I wish we did not have to be here talking about the loss of life of a precious 3-year-old child in our community. Commissioner Romali?
Thank you, Mayor. Well, here we are again, talking about a baby being murdered, being senselessly shot on the streets of the city of Buffalo. Back in 2018, we had an 18-month-old that was shot and killed. In 2021, we had a 5-year-old that was shot and killed. And now we're talking about a child that was several weeks shy of his 4th birthday, shot senselessly. About 9:30 last night, Buffalo police received a call of shots fired, which was upgraded to a shooting call that had said a baby who had been shot. Was in Charlie District, right on the border. Edward District officers were on scene very, very quickly. A lieutenant, 2 officers were on scene, quickly observed the baby that had been shot, and scooped up that baby, put him in the back of a police car, and raced to ECMC, did everything they could to expedite care of that child. Unfortunately, the child was declared dead at ECMC. A 7-year-old was transported to Children's Hospital by AMR with a graze wound. Fortunately, it was just a graze, and that 7-year-old girl will be okay, physically okay. There were a significant amount of police activity on the street. They were on scene, locked down the scene very quickly. As the mayor said, there were 2 persons of interest that were quickly detained and brought back to Buffalo Police Headquarters. Ultimately, they were released. As the investigation continues, there's more investigating to be done on that. We are moving very rapidly. The district attorney's office was immediately engaged, and both facets are working on this. There was a gun recovered last night. That gun is being tested as we speak. Erie County Central Police Services lab came in today, and hopefully will have answers for us within the next day on the results of that gun. The detectives were out all last night. They were back out at it again today, canvassing for video. And again, it was a very, very warm night last night. There was a lot of people out trying to enjoy the weather, trying to stay out of their house, and you know, where it's obviously a lot hotter inside of some of these homes that don't have air conditioning, and they were just doing what people and parents and kids do on a hot summer night when tragedy struck. So, you know, as the mayor said, these guns, there are too many guns being illegally possessed and being used, and people use disputes, generally speaking, they use gunfire to settle disputes, and it's got to stop. We put out a